Hi, I'm Natalie Rydstrom and you're watching Sportsbook Review's 2014 World Cup coverage. Both Netherlands and Chile played a part in Spain's departure, but now Group B favourites meet to ultimately decide the winner of the group. Who will it be? Well, joining us now is Richard O'Hagan, sports writer and regular contributor for Sportsbook Review. Richard, welcome to the show.
Hi Natalie, it's good to be back.
Now, the odds are pretty close for this match, although Netherlands are shorter odds to win the tournament. Netherlands are priced at 2.62 with Coral, whilst Chile's priced at 2.9 with Bet365. Are you brave enough to predict a winner here, and will you play this market?
Absolutely, Natalie. I think, one, there's obviously an advantage to playing in this market. The odds are good for essentially a two-horse race. Nobody's going to want to play this out to being a draw, particularly not Chile, because that means they'll like us not end up playing Brazil in the next round. So, yeah, definitely going to play in it, and I'm definitely going to predict that Chile will win this.
OK, so you're going for a Chile win. Now, collectively, they have scored a total of 13 goals and have only conceded 4, with Chile keeping a clean sheet in their last match against Spain. So with that in mind, are we looking at a game where both sides cancel each other out, or could we be looking at plenty of goals here?
I think the significant thing here, Natalie, could be that Holland's defence has been so poor in this tournament so far, whereas the Chilean front three have been superb. They've probably been the best striking unit of any team I've seen in this tournament. So I think there are going to be goals. I think Chile will certainly score 2, probably 3 against the Dutch. Whether or not we see an absolute goal fest, I don't know. I think it's probably more likely to be a 2-1 than anything else.
OK, would you take the bet then over 2.5 goals? That's priced at 1.83 with Bet Victor.
I think you've got to. I think you've got to say that there's going to be more than 2 goals in this game, which means inevitably picking up that bet.
OK, well, Van Persie won't play in the Netherlands Group B final against Chile on Monday after receiving 2 yellow cards. How will this affect their chances, if at all, against Chile?
It'll make a difference in one respect. They have to play in a slightly different way. They're probably going to replace him with Klaas-Jan Huntelaar, who's a different kind of player to Van Persie. He's much more of an old-fashioned player. You have to put the ball on his head or with his back to goal. That in turn, that will create opportunities, perhaps more opportunities for someone like Arjen Robben than he gets playing with Van Persie, where they're using 2 speedy guys to get through the middle of the pitch. So it's going to change their tactics slightly. I don't think it'll actually have an overall effect on how well they do against the Chileans, because I think that Chile are a better defensive team than the Dutch, and I don't think it'll make too much difference to them just what style of player they're up against.
OK, well, we've discussed a couple of markets. What else should we consider for this match?
I like the half-time, full-time market in this. There's some generous odds there. And certainly, if you're prepared to back it being a draw and then one of these 2 teams winning at full-time, you can get some really good odds. 6.75 on a draw followed by a Dutch win, 7s on a draw followed by a Chilean win. So I think that's a really good one to be looking at.
OK, is that your official tip for our viewers, or do you have something else in mind that you would suggest to take the tip here, the bet for this match?
The other thing I would suggest, if you're feeling really brave, go and look at the top goal scorer market and look at a Chilean guy called Arturo Vidal, who was brilliant in both of their first 2 games. And I think has a real prospect of being the opening scorer in this game. He's currently available at 12, so that'll make you a nice tidy profit.
Certainly will indeed. OK, Richard O'Hagan, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome, Natalie.